Hey guys, Eno Zero. Midday break, sitting in God's glory, enjoying some fine coffee. Mike Levin, thank you, man. I want to talk about a couple of things, reiterate a couple of things. You know, this storm that went through the East Coast here this past couple of weeks, you would think that it would be a very, very good, valuable lesson to a lot of people as far as, you know, why we make certain preparations and why we have things and why we do what we do. The more and more people that we can get to understand why we do what we do, and I guess a lot of people use the term, you know, wake up, then that just means that's that many less zombies that are going to be out in the hordes. If we get one more person woke up and to where he's got a couple of months worth of supplies stocked up, then that's one less person that's going to be out in the street, you know, fighting and looting or trying to provide for their families however they can, however they see fit. So I would like to issue a challenge to everybody in our prepper community, including myself, to wake up or to try to get to think a little more like we do. One person, just one person, you know, because I figure if every one of us can wake up one person, then that's one less person that will have to be, and I hate to say it, dealt with whenever something happens. One person in your area, that would be a great thing, to try to educate them and to show them exactly why we do what we do. For instance, you know, with the storm that came through, hurricane season, it could be in numerous things. I see a lot of people talking about the UN treaty right now. Man, what a fiasco that is and could turn out to be. Does that mean that eventually there will be guys in blue helmets walking our streets trying to police us and take our guns? I don't know. I don't know. I would think that would be an absolute worst case scenario, but then again, they have told us several times throughout the past several years that a lot of things weren't going to happen that ended up happening. So you just never know, you know, what they're really up to, man. So I don't know. I would like to say again, if you're prepared for something small and local event such as a storm in your neighborhood or something like that, if you're prepared for that, then you're also prepared for something big. Don't worry about the big stuff. I'm not saying don't worry about the big stuff, because, you know, it's important, but prepare for the localized event. Because, you know, like I said, as long as you're prepared for something local in your area, then you're also prepared for something that is on a national scale as well. Yeah, we just don't know what's in the road. There are so many things that are going on in the world right now, between the economy, between the UN treaty, you know, all this stuff that's going on. We're in a drought right now. It's really, really hot all over the country. Records are being broken. You know, we just don't know what's going to happen. So all we can do is put our faith in God and ask for guidance in our preps and prep for our family and for ourselves. Learn as much as we can from each other. Knowledge is free. Knowledge does not weigh anything, and you can carry it with you anywhere you go. So learn skills, even if you don't practice canning, or you don't can, or you don't have a canner. Learn how to can. Watch videos and read articles online on how to can. If you know how to, then when the time comes, if you come across a canner and some jars, you know how to put food in them and make it last. You know, same thing with starting fires and anything that you can, you know, anything that you can learn is going to be beneficial to you in the long run. So, and like I say, learn as much as you can. And practice as much as you can. People ask me why I'm so intent on getting this smoke shack redone and up and going. Well, because that's preserved meat. That's another way to preserve meat. You know, I mean, I don't have an infinite amount of canning jars, so once they're full, once my jars are full and we're rotating them in and out, how am I going to preserve meat if I don't have any jars left or lids left? Well, I'm going to smoke it. And I don't like feeling like I'm wasting time not doing anything. I want to make sure that I get this barn built. I want to make sure that I get the smoke shack done. I want to make sure that I get stuff canned out of the garden. I want to make sure that I get the next batch of garden stuff planted. Because you don't know what is going to happen. We don't know when it's going to happen. It could happen right now. As I'm talking, there could be a big storm blow up right now and shut us down again like it did a couple of weeks ago. And so I try to take every day and do something every day. Every day I try to set something aside or can something out of the garden or stuff like that. I don't like feeling like I'm wasting time because we don't know how much time we have. So every minute that you waste, it may be a minute that you really needed when the time comes. So like I say, guys, I just wanted to throw this video out there, reiterate some things on we really need to get ready. Do what you can with what you have. I'm not saying put yourself in debt. I'm not saying you got to go out and buy bazillions of rounds of ammo. Do what you can with what you have. That way you know you're doing the best that you can. And that's just fine. As long as you know you're doing the best you can, that can't nobody take that away from you. And in my opinion, if you're doing what you can with what you have, then you're doing just fine. Whether it be maybe just an extra 80-cent can of corn when you're at the store that you put on the shelves. Well, that's something. You did something today. And that's a good thing. That is moving in the right direction. Letting yourself run low on things is digressing. Once you have stuff set aside, leave it set aside and add to it as you go. I'm not saying don't rotate. Obviously, you need to rotate through your food supplies and whatnot. But if you use a can of corn, try to replace that one can with 2 cans if at all possible. That's what I'm trying to say. So, okay, guys, I'm going to finish up my coffee here, and I'm going to get back after it and try to get some stuff canned up. Working on another public service announcement. Working on the smoke shack, working on this and working on that, doing anything that I can around here. Thanks, guys, very much for watching. Questions or comments, please feel free. God bless and have a good day. The end. Buzz, the end.